Since the anniversary for Lost Sword is right now happening, I think it's probably one of the best times to jump into the game if you are looking for a new waifu collector, a new auto battler, a new idle game to be playing, right? Lost Sword is honestly on a really good spot at the moment. So let's talk a little bit about why it's a great time to start, some reroll targets, some example teams you can be running as a new player, and overall some basic stuff to get you started, right? That said, before we start, as usual, hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic is going to be Lost Sword, but it's time to start playing right now. Also, it's a great time if you want to buy this skin because it's going to be gone soon. Now, gacha skin. Yes, it is what it is, right? $45 if I remember correctly. That's the price of gacha skins. But at least normal skins are way better. So normal skins are usually $5, $5 to $7. It depends on what the skins and it depends on what they're doing. But for the most part, that is the price that they do have. And then the ones with the new burst animation, like this one, are $20 instead. So $5 normal skins, $20 burst animation, 40, 45 for gacha skins. Pretty good prices. The gacha skin also includes some nice animations that I can't show on video, right? I can't show them. What can I say? That's it. Let's jump directly into this as usual. Leave a like, subscribe, and on the channel. And we're gonna start with two things that I believe are important to mention before we talk about the good stuff, and that is the two major pain points players will find while playing Lost Sword. The first one, obviously, this is an idle game. You will start and you will be hitting walls. The first week, you will be able to play for hours, right? Every single day, play for hours, push, change your team, experiment, get new gear, get new stages you unlock, etc. But you will be reaching those walls pretty fast, depending on how much you play, obviously. And it's normal. It's an idle game, just like Nikke back in the day. Nowadays, it's a little bit easier with the story mode and whatnot. But just like in most idle games, you will be hitting walls and you will have to wait or pay. Idle games, right? The second thing is dupes. Dupes are important. They give up to 80% extra stats if you go into any character, right, that I don't have max out, for example, her. A +5 is 60% HP, 60% defense, 60% attack, and also +2 skill levels. When you awaken, which is a +7, you also get another 20% on top of that. So that's 80% extra stats when you max out the character versus a base dupe. So dupes are important, but this game, even when we could not spend money, because we only could spend when they released the global version, we were able to get every single character, most of the pets, and max out a lot of them, right? Like the developers are generous. Okay, let's start with generosity and gacha games. That would be like a whole video on its own, but the developers throw plenty of freebies your way. Okay, they constantly are sending stuff in the mail, constantly giving codes, and they constantly are doing events that give a lot of currency. For example, for this anniversary, which is the half anniversary for global, there is a 6-month difference gap between the servers, but it's the same. You can get up to 300 pulls plus a bunch of different selectors to get characters that you like. So a pretty good moment to start playing the game. That said, out of the way with the two bad things, let's actually talk about all of the good stuff, including, of course, the code we got to share for today's video. Sefhi 54109, so you guys can get some freebies, 500 gems, and you can use all of the codes from all of the creators. So that's going to be a couple multis between all of the creators pushing videos this week for the half anniversary or anniversary, depending on your server, right? So make sure you are joining the official Discord to actually check all of those codes. Enough jumping though, let's start with one of the most important things when you start playing any gacha game like good gambling addicts. We are reroll targets right now and current banners. Now, since it's the anniversary, obviously the character they release is completely broken. You can check my video from yesterday where I was talking about how Morgan Le Fay works and whatnot, and she is absolutely broken. I'm gonna change this skin, guys. Okay, I don't think I can be showing this skin on YouTube. We'll risk it. We'll see what's going on. I don't think I can. Okay. So Morgan Le Fay is a really strong character, and you should be rerolling for her. There is like no other character. She is the main target. What I would recommend is getting her and a second unit so you can have an easier time starting, rerolling for 2 units. And that is 2 for the most part that I would say is the best combination possible to begin with. You either reroll for Morgan Le Fay because she's the strongest damage dealer and support in the game, and then you reroll for a tank as well. And there is 2 options you could be going for at the moment, and that's going to be the first one, Galahad. She is a character that works only with wizards and rangers because her ultimate, right? And it's really strong, 250% magic attack increase on her ultimate for whatever DPS you have, pretty nice. Or the other alternative as a tank you could be going for would be Belze. Belze is a tank, sub DPS, utility character. She has double stun, she has debuffs for the enemy. It's really strong. I think she is better than Galahad. But since I'm recommending rerolling for Morgan Le Fay, I think those three are the core characters you should be trying to get 100%. The best thing is that right now on the current available banners, you have Morgan, you have Galahad, and you also have, if you got lucky, because how many pulls they are giving, right? We have a really strong DPS, which is Lohenring for Knight compositions. The previous strongest damage dealer until the anniversary, which is Palamedes, squishy Knight on the front lines, and then a really good support as well here, and another Wizard. So any of the characters here, if you are like, okay, I got Morgan and I got Galahad, who should I be going for? Any of the characters there are great for your account, like all of them. It depends on which one you want. You will not be able to awaken all of the characters in the anniversary because there is way too many banners. Speaking of, I wanted to actually do a couple pulls because I would love to awaken my Diana if I can, and surely the game blesses me while making a video. This game sucks. No luck, no luck. I'll probably do a few more multis while the anniversary is going on to see if I can awaken her, but no rush. So like I was saying earlier, the best characters to aim to reroll for are going to be Morgan Le Fay and Galahad because they do have banners. But if you can get Belsay, it's going to be making your life so much easier. Now, the reason why we recommend going for specific classes, so wizards or knights or archers, is because buffers tend to focus only on one class archetype. So for example, Galahad will be buffing both ranger characters, archers, and also wizard characters, right? And then you have characters like Diane who are buffing only knights, but she also has good passives that can work everywhere. There are universal supports like Neo Vediver, like for example, Belsay, which is the best one, and even the only lolly in the game, which I don't know where she is right now, Erin, is also a pretty good universal support. But for the most part, they always focus on one or the other. Now, team compositions, it's also important that we talk about that so you as a new player can understand how they usually work. If you're going to be rerolling for Morgan Le Fay, which obviously it's a wizard, you want to be running something like this. I'm going to be putting myself in here so you guys can see it a little bit better. You always want a frontline, a tank. You want at least one support character that can heal you. In this case, we are running two of them, right? But you want to be having two. If you're a new player, you are going to be getting for free Guinevere, which is a really good support. I think, do players still get Guinevere for free? I think you do. If it's not the case, correct me in the comments and we can like that comment. But you should be getting Guinevere for free, which is going to help you out a lot. And then you're going to have your healer, your tank, and obviously your amazing DPS. What I do think you still get for free, it's Elizabeth and Percival. They are both frontline characters. If you do get Percival, she could be used on the frontline as a tank, no problem until you get someone else. She is kind of like a selfish tank, but it still can work. She got the buff and it's actually pretty decent. Developers in this game actually buff characters from time to time. We get a few buffs per year where they will go and actually change character kits, right? So that's fantastic. So that is the first team composition you can be running. If you reroll for these two girls, that is the best you could be going for. If you get lucky and you also get Belsay, you can put her on your front line and she will carry your ass, right? If you, for some reason, prefer to go for a knight composition instead, right? You like knights more than anything, then you're going to be having to reroll for Palamedes and for Belsay. Palamedes is still amongst the probably close to Morgan and how good she is, and she scales the more CC you have on your team. So the more characters that can CC, right? Anything like Root, Fear, Freeze, anything like that, it will increase her damage because it will proc her active skill. So anything that can actually trigger that is good for your team. Like for example, running Asteria and running Neo Vediver because she has Asteria has a Fear, and then your Neo Vediver will have a Stun. But again, this is like basic stuff. If you need full team compositions, explain on the mechanics and explain on why they work well together, but I would recommend obviously is that you check the website because that is always updated, so you guys have everything in there. Okay, you will know that anything you need, it's on the website that is going to be teaching you way more than just a simple video where I'm rambling about the game. And that also includes popular teams and how they work. I will be adding a new team when it comes to pushing campaign with the new character because she's broken, so we need to add a new team. But everything is on the website updated, so you will have an easier time going there and checking the guides you need at the moment. The last thing I want to mention about the spending in this game, idle games can get really expensive really fast. Really fast. The only thing worth in this game are the monthly cards, the subscriptions. They help a lot, they give pretty good resources, and they increase overall how many resources you are getting every day. Quality of life behind monthly cards. The usual bullshit, right? Outside of the monthly cards, the only thing is the season passes that you will have in this screen, and not even all of them. Only the Swordbringer path, the normal battle pass, which is this one, and then you should have some other battle passes with gems. Those are the only ones. Anything else in this game, it's really bad. Like, hey, developer, if you're watching the video, your packs are pretty bad, not gonna lie. You should be doing better packs. I want to spend more money in your game, but your packs are really awful. There is nothing that I'm like, oh yeah, let me go actually buy that. It's a nice price for what I'm getting. No, they're pretty bad. Monthly cards, really good. Battle passes, fantastic. Anything else, you can completely skip. That's it. Basically, enough rambling. That's everything as to why this is the best time to start playing the game, okay? More than 300 pulls, the strongest character in the game at the moment since the release, plus really good banners you can reroll for, and you're gonna be getting a bunch of freebies and codes from content creators, so it can make your rerolling life a little bit easier, right? That's it. Enough rambling. We are live every single day. If you guys have questions about this game or anything else, good luck with your pull, the internets, and I'll see you in the next one.